There is one thing that no one tells you that is involved in being a filmmaker and making videos for people. And that one thing that no one really talks about is that it is very physical. I know that sounds odd, but there are times when you're creating a video, you may find yourself laying down on the ground to get a shot, crawling around to get a shot. You may have to run downstairs, climb walls, jump walls. You may have to chase the subject altogether. So some of the more heavy duty professional equipment too that you're gonna be using is also a lot more in quantity and it's heavier. So lugging that around is very tiring and physical. And your camera may end up getting bulkier and heavier as you do more production work. And it gets tiring to hold this stuff. So no matter the situation, video production will put you in positions where you have to be physically willing to capture the moment. And a lot of people just don't realize how tiring it really is. Sometimes I am just drenched with sweat when I am filming a project. Now, of course, you get into the creative mind, you don't really care about it, but you need to know that going in that this is not a very laid-back job, but in fact, it's a very physically fast-paced environment that you're going to be filming in. Now, videography is also one of those industries where you have to be creatively skilled, you also have to be technically skilled, and you also have to be skilled with equipment too. So you really have to be good at managing all of that while also being a social person. And sometimes that's a bit challenging. And that's a big expectation that people have of you. No one likes to work with difficult people or someone that's maybe self-centered or only thinking about the project or themselves. They want you to live a little too. And so videography, you're starting to learn, if you've been in this industry as long as I have at least, you will learn that it's a very selfless industry where you're doing a lot for other people and creating things within the client's bounds and needs. Whereas, I thought that I would do a lot of more of my creative stuff, but that's not always the case. That's what personal projects and spec work is for. So the more work we do, I'm learning that this stuff is very physical and it does take a toll on you in the long run, especially if you're doing it day after day. I know I feel absolutely exhausted after I film some events or maybe weddings or concerts, depending on how many people were present, that I had to work around and communicate and mingle with and also watch and ensure they don't knock over a piece of gear or worse, steal it. So not only are you physically tired, but you're mentally drained and tired too. So there's just so much to making videos, and I realized that a lot of people go into this world not understanding these expectations and doing practical things to make things easier on themselves. I think that, I wish I had known this, just started early getting specific pieces of equipment and gear to kind of just really take that load off and make things really easier so I'm working smarter and not harder, and I'm gonna go ahead and mention some of these things, and these things are gonna make things less physically draining because there are many tools and equipment like the EasyRig to hold your heavy camera and gimbal, or perhaps maybe a dolly tripod that you can roll around and move as you need to change the camera location and setup in the scene in the production environment. And then there's of course wireless microphones that can monitor, or that you can monitor remotely, so you're not chasing down folks to figure out where an audio mic is or whatever may have you. So basically all of these are just to name a few. And I can tell you right now, I have been investing in some of these items and equipment pieces, and it has helped so much. So I hope that you got something out of this video and that you can start looking at your production in that way. Look for ways to take the load off, make things easier for you. If you're gonna be in this industry for a long term, you wanna take care of yourself, your body, and I definitely hope that you got some value here. So anyways, I hope you guys are having a great day, a great week, and a great year. You guys stay positive, and see you guys later in the next one. Take care.